How's it going, everyone? Shua here with another quick video from Simple Overlanding. What I'm standing in front of, behind, is not a Dodge Dakota. Well, not the whole Dakota. What we have here is our new camping trailer that the wife and I picked up last weekend. This popped up on Facebook in one of the groups that I'm a part of here in Florida, and the deal was too good for me to pass up. Now, I have a couple of trailers, military surplus trailers, that I was going to build up for this specific use. But the price on this one, it was already set up somewhat in the way that I wanted. So I jumped on the deal. Made the trek to the other coast, picked it up, drove it all the way home, the 100 miles home, and was able to fill out a couple of things. And I'm very excited about what this means for this new lifestyle that the wife and I are adopting. Now, I looked at some of the higher price options on the market, like the turtleback. I also had the idea of building my own. We had actually started over at the B3E working on a couple of military surplus trailers that we were going to convert for this use. This saves us a lot of time, and in the big scheme of things, it saves us a lot of money. I was able to get into this for less than $2,000. The turtleback trailers, we're looking at upwards of $10,000. And to convert the military surplus trailer that I was using and making it what I needed, I was going to have to invest somewhere around $3,000 to $5,000 total to get to where I wanted to be. With this being under $2,000 and the frame already set up, the tongue already set up, everything is already set up the way I need, all I have to do is build on the platform. It was a no-brainer for us to go this direction. But we're going to do a quick walk around and talk about what it is. Now, again, this is the bed and the rear frame of a 1998 Dodge Dakota. Still has the full axles, 6-lug pattern, 33-inch Mickey Thompson tires, 15-inch wheels. The brakes are still there as well. I'm not sure if I'll need to do anything with those. I don't foresee this being extremely heavy or anything like that. So I'm looking forward to getting this out and actually hitting some moderate to expert trails out there. And as you can see up front, we have a spot for a propane tank, a cargo box, as well as some water jug placement. So that stuff is already taken care of. We'll have some recovery gear in that box, as well as a couple of other essentials for the trailer. As you can see here, it does have a long tongue, which allows for a lot better maneuverability, and it works out really well for the type of use that we plan on using this for. So the previous owner, John, he did a wonderful job of building this and making it work the way it needed to work. As you can see, the spotlights that are already mounted to the rack, those are the inexpensive ones, the same ones I'm using as my ditch lights. I believe I got them for 2 for $10. They regularly retail for about $23 a pair on Amazon. So that works out perfectly for my needs. All I have to do is wire them up and provide power, and I already have a plan in place for that. What I need to decide moving forward is whether or not I want to keep that rack up there, or if I'm going to put a rooftop tent up there. We haven't gone out and used it yet, so I'm not sure which direction we're going to go. And on this side, you can see we have a Smittybilt, an extra large Smittybilt awning, and under the awning are 2 floodlights. The lights here are different than the lights you saw on the other side. These are going to provide lighting under the awning once they're wired in. I did deploy this awning and apply more sealant to it. I'm not sure how old it is, but I wanted to make sure that we did not have any leaks or anything like that. So that's just something I do. I did it on the awning that's actually on the 4Runner already. And it's one of those $5 steps that you can take to ensure that it's going to function the way that you need it to. Now let's take a look at one of the best features of the build. We have this slide out drawer. Right now it's only halfway out. It can go the entire way out, but when the truck is not hooked up to it, the weight of the drawer being slid out will make it actually tip, so we're only going to go halfway. Since I got the unit, one modification that I've made was to add the different compartments. This is intended to be a cooking surface. We'll put our grill here and we can cook here. I also made it to where it can tilt up and we can store items under here if we need. Now, that took a couple of hours for me to build, but I enjoy working with wood. It's one of the easiest things to work with. Measure twice, cut once, and you're good to go. I have about $50 invested in all of the wood and the mounting hardware, to include the hinge as well as the spring lift assist. What we have here is a sleeping storage platform. This is big enough for 3 bodies, and when I say 3, I mean my wife, my daughter, and myself. And along the sides, we have small storage compartments leading all the way up to the front of the trailer. On that front window, we plan on adding a small AC/heating unit. The side windows are functional. We plan on adding a little bit of insulation to the topper as well, just in case we need to go to some cold environments, because I plan on being everywhere. This is the beauty of being retired and living this kind of lifestyle. I do have a replacement latch with a key. The previous owner did not have the key so that we could lock it, but I did order one off of Amazon. I think it was 11 bucks. That's actually in the mailbox right now. It should take about 20 minutes for me to install, and I'll actually have a lockable topper. With this, we have the ability to level the unit. And the last bonus item is the paint. This is actually the same exact color as my 4Runner. The previous owner was an FJ owner and had this painted with Toyota's silver. So the paint code actually matches. These mounts, these were put on my radar just a couple of weeks ago. If you check out the last line of defense, I'll put a link down in the description. He had a video where he covered his rooftop tent and how his bracket, his mounts, actually snapped here at the bend. These look exactly like them. I don't know if they're the same brand or not, but seeing what he experienced tells me that I need to make a modification to these, or I at least need to add some reinforcements to it to make sure that I don't run into that problem in the future. There are parts here and here where the paint is actually chipping away. So what I plan on doing is removing this rack, or at least taking the box off, and these accessories, and rhino lining the entire front end of the trailer. This part is what gets abused the most by rocks being kicked up from the vehicle that's towing it. So I'll add the rhino liner and make sure that it isn't beat all to hell.